In today's video, we're going to dive deep into one of the most powerful aspects of Python programming, loops and functions. These two concepts are fundamental for writing efficient and reusable code. Whether you're automating repetitive tasks or creating modular programs, loops and functions are your best friends. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid understanding of how to use for loops, while loops, and functions in Python, along with some advanced concepts like break, continue, and yield. So, let's get started. Let's begin with loops. Loops are used to repeat a block of code multiple times, which is especially useful when you need to perform repetitive tasks, like iterating through a list or processing data in a sequence. In Python, there are two primary types of loops, for loops and while loops. A for loop is used to iterate over a sequence, like a list or string, and execute a block of code for each element in that sequence. Here is a basic example of a for loop. In this example, the loop iterates over the list numbers, printing each number one by one. Let's talk more about the range function. This function generates a sequence of numbers and is most commonly used with for loops. You can specify a starting point, an ending point, and a step size. Let's look at some examples. This generates numbers from 0 to 4. But you can also specify a step value. Let's say you want to print even numbers only. This prints numbers from 0 to 8, incrementing by 2. The range function is memory efficient because it generates the sequence of numbers on the fly, rather than storing the entire sequence in memory. And remember, if you need an actual list, you can convert the range to a list using the list function. Did you know you can also use the else statement with a for loop? It's true. The else block is executed if the loop completes all iterations without being interrupted by a break. Let's look at an example where we check if a number is prime using else with a for loop. In this example, the loop checks if the number is divisible by any number between 2 and the square root of num. If no divisors are found, the else block is executed, confirming that the number is prime. Now, let's explore the break and continue statements, which are commonly used in loops to control their flow. Break allows you to exit a loop prematurely, while continue lets you skip the current iteration and move to the next. Let's see how break works in a for loop. This loop will stop as soon as it finds the first even number. In this case, it stops at 8. On the other hand, continue allows you to skip an iteration based on a condition. Here is how it works. In this case, the loop will skip odd numbers and only print the even ones. The continue statement is perfect when you need to skip certain conditions without breaking out of the loop. Let's move on to while loops. Unlike a for loop, which iterates over a sequence, a while loop continues executing as long as a condition remains true. Here is an example of a while loop that prints numbers from 1 to 5. In this case, the loop continues as long as num is less than or equal to 5. After each iteration, we increment num by 1. Now, let's see how we can calculate the factorial of a number using a while loop. This loop calculates the factorial of the number by repeatedly multiplying the current value of factorial with the value of number. The loop stops when number becomes 1. Functions are reusable blocks of code that perform specific tasks. You define a function using the definite keyword. In this example, the greet function takes a name parameter and returns a greeting message. To use the function, you simply call it by its name with parentheses. Functions can take parameters, which are placeholders for values you pass when you call the function. Let's explore different types of parameters in Python: positional, default, variable int, and keyword arguments. In this example, A is a positional parameter, B is a default parameter, args collects extra positional arguments, and quarks collects keyword arguments. Practice exercise. What is the primary purpose of using functions in Python? Functions in Python can have multiple return statements. Functions group code for specific tasks, enhancing reusability and structure. They accept input parameters, process data, and can return results. Functions promote maintainability and readability. Loops automate repetitive tasks. For loops iterate over sequences, executing code for each element. While loops execute code as long as a condition is true, loops are vital for efficient data processing.